Hello, Momsetters, and happy Wednesday. Welcome to day 3 of the Momsetter Huddle, and my name is Amanda Haywood. I am super excited to be coming to you today, and hopefully you have been enjoying our first couple days of information as part of our huddle. You know, day 1, we talked about the magic word, which was attitude, and how important it is in your everyday life and just your outlook on everything and how it controls what actions you take, and it's just super important. And then day 2, Lisa came to us with creating balance and sharing her 3 favorite tips, which I took so many notes on, right? Just keeping track of how we can create that balance in our life, which as busy moms can be so difficult. So hopefully you've been getting something out of these first 2 days, and I'm really hoping to leave you with some great information that you can apply to your life today on organization. Now, organization is something that I would have to say I was very good at, right, before I had kids. Everything had its place. I knew exactly where everything was. My house was like spotless, immaculate, right? Fast forward to when I have 2 kids, and I feel like I'm just in a giant playroom all the time. I walk around, I'm stepping on blocks and Barbie dolls and Legos and puzzle pieces, and everything is scattered all over the place. And it's just super overwhelming at times. It can feel like you're kind of spiraling out of control, right? It can kind of feel like you're losing that control. And why is that? Well, your environment is a representation of what's going on in your mind. So if your surroundings are super chaotic, super disorganized, you know, everything's a mess, what do you think your mind looks like? Probably a hot mess, right? Type in the chat if you feel like a hot mess sometimes because your surroundings are just like, right? I know I've been there. Shame off of you. Shame off of you, okay? But yeah, your environment and your surroundings are a representation of what goes on in here. So, prime example, we've been kind of redoing our house little by little, redoing one room at a time as we go. And there were a couple of days where things were just all over the place. We were painting, we were moving furniture, we were doing so many different things that I literally couldn't even see like a clear spot or a clear path to one end of the room. And I felt so overwhelmed. I felt so out of control. I felt like I was in a brain fog, right? It was just this such like disorganized, chaotic mess. But as soon as we started getting things back into order, finished painting the room, hung up the curtains, put everything back in its spot, everything had its place again. I slowly started to notice a change in my mind where I felt more clear. I felt more at peace. I saw and felt more clarity. And I was like, wow, what was the change? What was that shift? My environment, right? My environment was a lot more clear. It was a lot more organized. And so it really has a huge impact on how you're feeling up here. So if you were to look around right now in the room that you're in, right? I won't even say look at your whole house because you'd probably like pass out, right? But I'm gonna have you just think about the room that you're in right now, okay? And look around. Is it organized? Is it a mess? Now think about how you're feeling right now at this moment. Are you thinking or feeling like discombobulated? Are you feeling out of whack, out of sorts? Brain fog, right? It's a representation of what your room looks like, what your environment looks like. Maybe your desk. If you're working from home right now and your desk has papers piled up to here, how are you going to get everything and anything done for that matter? Organization is so important. But now, here's a couple of things. You've got to create that balance, right? We were talking about balance yesterday with Lisa. There has to be a balance. You can't literally be running behind your kids with a vacuum, a mop, and a sweeper every single time they take a toy out, every single time they have food in their mouth. You can't, because you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna end up in a padded room, okay? I know, because that was me. And I was even doing that a little bit yesterday, preparing for this live that I was sharing with you. And I'm like, what am I doing? I'm doing everything that I'm gonna tell the moms not to do, because you're gonna go crazy, right? So you've gotta create that balance. And I'm gonna share 3 tips with you that are going to help, hopefully, help you maintain that balance, okay? So tip number 1, and I'm a huge believer in this, are storage bins, any type of crate, and labels to go with them, okay? So whether you're cleaning up the playroom, whether you're organizing your desk, whether you're organizing your refrigerator with different foods, or your cabinets, okay? Use little bins, stacking bins, crates, big bins that are Tupperware, like the plastic bins that you can put in your basement and store things. The clear ones are going to make it easier so that you can actually see into them and remember what you have in there. Like, oh yeah, shoot, I forgot I had that, right? But then also labels. You can make your own labels. You could just write with a Sharpie on the actual plastic covering. You can print out little labels on your computer. If you have a Cricut machine, you can create your own fancy labels, whatever you want to do. But label them. Piece of duct tape, write on it, right? But label it so that you don't forget what you have. So number 1, storage bins and labels are so helpful with keeping everything organized, okay? Number 2, simplify, right? Sounds easy, sounds simple. Simplify. If you haven't worn that little black dress that's been hanging in your closet for 21 years, it's time to get rid of it. Chances are you're not going to wear it again. If you haven't worn something in the last year, they say to get rid of it. Donate it. Give it to someone else that's going to utilize it. If you have 15 sets of blocks for your children, I think they're okay with giving a few away. Simplify your life. Make things easier on yourself. Not only is it going to help your mind be more at peace and help with organization, but it's also going to allow you to have a deeper appreciation for the things that you have. Simplify your life. Declutter some of that stuff. Donate it, give it away. If you need some extra money, maybe sell it on Marketplace or sell it on eBay or Mercari or any of those things. But simplify your life. There's less to take care of when you do that, and you have a deeper appreciation for what you have. The 3rd tip I have, set up a cleaning schedule for yourself. So like I mentioned before, you don't have to be that crazy mad woman like I was, literally with a dustpan on my hip, a broom in the other hand, and like a vacuum cleaner wrapped around my legs, right? Chasing after the kid, every single drop that fell, every single crumb that was on the ground, every single puzzle piece, going crazy trying to put everything away. And then 2 seconds later, I turn around and it looks like a tornado hit my house. I was stressed, I was going crazy, I was yelling things like, that's it! I'm throwing all the toys away. Really, Amanda? Like, you're gonna throw all the toys away? I literally went as far as to putting some of the toys in the recycle bin, knowing that I was gonna take them out later, but trying to prove a point. I was going crazy. And again, shame off, right? No shame here. But you start to go crazy. So set up a cleaning schedule. Maybe every Monday, okay, you're going to organize the toys in the playroom. If they're not organized before that on any other day, does it really matter? No. Maybe you have Tuesday night, you're gonna clean the bathroom. Wednesday, you work on the kitchen. Set a schedule for yourself. Laundry doesn't have to be done every 5 minutes. People will survive. If you even had to wear the same outfit 2 days in a row, you'd be okay. So set that schedule for yourself so that you don't go crazy and that you don't want to literally go smash your head against the room or throw every single toy away or not let your kids play with their toys. You want to enjoy. You want to enjoy your kids playing. You want to enjoy your house. Your house is to be lived in. It's not a museum where everything has to be in its place. But there has to be that balance, that creating that balance like Lisa was talking about. So a couple things to help you. I'll just reiterate those 3 tips. Number 1, storage bins and labels. They are a game changer. Dollar Store has these cute little stackable ones that fit underneath like your kitchen sink or in your fridge. I mean, amazing for $1. Check them out. I'll see if I can find that link and drop it in the comments for anybody that wants it later. But super, super cool, right? Super easy. Second thing, simplify. Get rid of stuff you don't need. Donate it, sell it, do whatever, but simplify so you have a deeper appreciation for what you have. And then number 3, set that cleaning schedule so you don't turn into the mad woman like I was and go crazy trying to clean up every single mess every minute of the day. I hope that you found this helpful, Momsetters. I know organization is something that we're constantly working on and constantly striving to improve, but hopefully these 3 tips will help to make your life a little bit easier, make your mind a little bit less chaotic and foggy, and I really hope this helps you. So tomorrow, I hope you guys tune in for Miss Patty. She's going to be diving into self-image, and that is something that all of us mamas need to work on. I'm gonna be there with my notebook, taking notes, getting down every single thing that I can to really, really get our information from our seasoned momsetter, Patty. So thank you so much for joining. If you're watching this on the replay, let us know that you're watching it on the replay. Have a blessed day. I love you all. Mwah.